The hall of the Galactic Council was filled with voices. Alien leaders from many worlds had gathered to make a decision. In the center stood the humans, surrounded by tall, strange creatures with cold eyes and sharp tongues. Nathan Carter and Olivia Brooks stood together, their faces calm but their hearts heavy. The council leader, a large insect-like being called Velker, raised one of his thin arms. The hall became silent. The council has reached a decision. Humans will be banished from the galactic community. You are no longer welcome among us. Nathan did not move. Olivia stayed still beside him. Both had expected this outcome. For years, the other species had grown afraid of humans. They called humans aggressive, dangerous, and unpredictable. But the truth was different. Humans were fast learners. They adapted to anything. They solved problems in ways no other species could understand. And that scared the council. We gave you many chances, Velker continued. But you refused to change your ways. You refused to follow our rules. Nathan finally spoke. His voice was calm, but there was strength in it. We followed your rules. We respected your laws. But we will not limit our nature just to make you comfortable. The council members murmured among themselves. Velker spoke again. You leave us no choice. Leave this chamber. You will be escorted back to your planet. Nathan nodded once. Olivia looked around the hall, seeing the fear and hatred in the alien faces. Only a few showed sadness or worry. Most were pleased with the decision. As they left, the guards, tall armored lizards called the Gornak, walked close behind. They treated the humans as if they were criminals, though no crime had been committed. When they reached their ship, Nathan looked back one last time at the shining towers of the Galactic Council's capital. He whispered to Olivia. They think they've won, but they have no idea what they've started. Olivia nodded. The fire in her eyes was clear. They will regret this. The ship lifted off and sped toward Earth. Behind them, the council celebrated what they thought was the end of the human problem. News of the banishment spread quickly across Earth. People were shocked at first, then angry. Protests filled the streets. Speeches were given. The council thought they had punished humans, but instead, they united them. The leaders of Earth gathered in a large meeting in New Geneva, the capital of the United Earth Coalition. Nathan Carter stood before them as the newly chosen leader. Olivia sat beside him, now the head of Earth's diplomatic intelligence. We have been cast out, Nathan said to the leaders. But this is not the end. This is a beginning. We are free. Now, no longer will we be held back by the council's limits. No longer will they control our future. The leaders cheered. Scientists, engineers, and military commanders quickly began work on new projects. They called it Project Frontier. Its goal was simple. Earth would stand alone and grow stronger. In the following months, Earth changed quickly. Without the councils rules, humans advanced their technology. They built new ships, faster and more powerful than before. They explored planets that the council had declared too dangerous. They built colonies on harsh worlds, places the council had abandoned, factories. Worked day and night, new weapons were tested. New engines were built. Powerful AI systems were created to help manage the growing fleets and colonies. The fear that once held humanity back was gone. Now there was only focus and purpose. In one of the laboratories, Olivia watched as engineers tested a new plasma cannon. The weapon fired a bright beam that tore through layers of steel. How long until the Vanguard ships are ready? She asked. 3 more months, one of the engineers replied. The first prototypes are already performing better than we expected. Good, Olivia said. We will need them. She knew that the council was watching. Their spies were everywhere. But the council was slow to act. They still believed that without their trade and knowledge, humans would weaken. They did not understand human nature. When pushed, humans only fought harder. In secret, some alien races whispered about what was happening. The Iliari, a peaceful race of tall, thin beings with glowing eyes, worried that the council had made a great mistake. The humans will not break, one Iliari elder said. They will rise. And when they do, none of us will be safe. But most council members ignored these Warnings. They called humans simple creatures. They believed humans would soon beg to return. Back on Earth, Nathan stood on a high balcony overlooking the space yards. Hundreds of ships floated in orbit being built or repaired. The sight filled him with pride. We were never weak, he said softly. We were only held back. Olivia joined him, holding a tablet showing the latest reports. The colonies are thriving, she said. Even the harsh worlds are becoming homes. Our people are adapting faster than anyone predicted. And the fleet, Nathan asked, growing. Stronger every day. The Vanguard class will change everything. Nathan nodded. He knew the Council would not stay silent forever. At some point they would move against Earth, but when that time came, humanity would be ready. Far across the galaxy, the Council held secret meetings. The Drakethul, one of the more powerful and aggressive races, pushed for stronger action. We should have destroyed them when we had the chance, the Drakethul leader growled. Now they build weapons, they grow stronger every day. If we do not strike soon, we will not be able to stop them. Velker tried to calm the Council. We must be patient. They will destroy themselves with their aggression. But even as he spoke, he began to doubt his own words. The reports from spies were troubling. The humans were not fighting each other. They were working together, faster than anyone thought possible. In the shadows, war was coming. But only one side seemed to understand how serious it would become. Nathan looked at the stars above Earth and spoke to Olivia. They pushed us away. They thought they were ending us. But they don't understand. Olivia smiled. It was already too late for them the moment they made that decision. The stars shone brightly in the night sky as humanity prepared for the future. Months passed since the Council banished humanity. Instead of falling, Earth was growing stronger. Factories across many continents worked without rest. Workers built ships, weapons, and machines that had never been seen before. Scientists worked on new technologies, free from Council rules and limits. The Council had feared human progress, and now they were watching it happen from a distance. Nathan Carter stood inside the main command center of United Earth. Large screens showed reports from different colonies. Ships were flying between planets, building new homes and cities. Resources were flowing back to Earth from new mining worlds. Humans were not just surviving. They were thriving. Nathan looked at Olivia Brooks, who was standing next to him. She handed him a report. We have successfully started colonies on 7 more planets, Olivia said. Our people are adapting well. The harsh conditions are not slowing them down. Nathan smiled. Good, this is only the beginning. On the edge of human space, Captain Jason Miller was overseeing military drills. His ship, the UES Liberty, was leading a group of newly built warships. They practiced battle formations, tested new weapons, and trained their crews for any possible threat. Jason watched the drills carefully. His crew worked hard, learning how to control the new plasma weapons and AI systems. The ships were fast, strong, and very advanced. The Vanguard program had already produced several ships that could fight entire fleets alone. The Council will not expect this, Jason said quietly to his second officer, Amanda Lewis. Amanda nodded. They think we are still weak. But we are not. Far across the galaxy, the Council continued to meet in secret. Many members were worried about humanity's fast growth. The Drakethul leader, a tall creature with sharp teeth and dark eyes, spoke loudly. We should not have waited, he said. Look at them now. They are spreading like a disease. Their ships grow stronger. Their colonies spread across dangerous worlds. Soon we will not be able to stop them. Valk, or the Council leader, tried to calm him. We must remain patient. If we attack now, we will only prove their fear of us. We will let their aggression destroy them. But even Valkor was starting to feel uneasy. The reports from spies showed a new reality. Humans were not fighting among themselves. They were united. Their technology was advancing far faster than expected. The banishment had not weakened them. It had made them stronger. Meanwhile, smaller Council races whispered among themselves. The Eliari were among them. They watched the humans with both fear and respect. They adapt faster than any species we have ever seen, an Eliari elder said to his council. We warned the council. They would not listen. Now the humans grow beyond their control. Back on Earth, Nathan and Olivia met with their top scientists and military leaders. They gathered inside a large meeting room where holographic displays showed the progress of Project Frontier. The Vanguard-class ships are now fully operational, the lead engineer reported. They are faster than any council vessel. Their plasma weapons can destroy enemy ships before they get close. The AI systems allow them to fight with perfect coordination. Nathan looked around the room. And the colonies, he asked. Our colonies continue to grow, Olivia answered. We have begun terraforming 2 more planets. The population is expanding quickly. Our people are strong and willing to work hard. Nathan stood up. He knew the council was watching. He knew they were afraid. But he also knew that fear would lead them to act. Soon they will try to stop us, he said. We must be ready for their first move. In deep space, a small human colony called Vega 7 was working hard to build its defenses. The colony was young but growing. Families had started new lives there. Children played in parks under the artificial domes. Scientists worked in labs. Miners dug into the planet's rich surface, but danger was coming. The Zorath, a minor council race, saw an opportunity. They believed they could strike the colony and show the council that humans could still be controlled. The Zorath fleet approached Vega 7 with speed. Their ships carried weapons ready to destroy the colony. Inside their command ship, the Zorath leader gave orders: attack the colony, take prisoners, destroy their defenses. Show the council that we still have power over these humans. The attack came fast. The colony's weak defenses were not enough to stop the first wave. Several buildings were destroyed. Many people were captured. The Zorath ships hovered over the colony. Believing victory was complete, back on Earth, the distress signal reached the United Earth Command. Nathan received the message and immediately contacted Captain Jason Miller. Vega 7 has been attacked. Nathan said, you will lead the response. Bring our people home. Understood, Jason replied. We will not fail. Within hours, Jason led a fleet of Vanguard ships toward Vega 7. The ships moved at incredible speed. In a short time, they reached the colony. The Zorath were not ready for what they saw. The human ships arrived in perfect formation. Their designs were new and unlike anything the Zorath had faced before. The human ships opened fire. Plasma beams cut through the Zorath vessels like paper. The Vanguard AI-controlled drones swarmed enemy ships, disabling their engines and weapons. In seconds, the battle was one-sided. The Zorath fleet was destroyed within minutes. Jason ordered his team to rescue the captured colonists. The prisoners were freed, and the colony's survivors were brought to safety. Jason sent a message back to Earth. Mission complete. Vega 7 is secure. When the news of the human response reached the council, panic spread. The council had believed the humans were still weak. Now they saw the truth. The humans had built weapons and ships that none of them could match. The Drakethel leader stood in the council chamber, his voice filled with anger. Do you see now? He shouted. This is what happens when we wait. They grow stronger every day. We must act now or we will be powerless. Velker looked around at the frightened faces of the council members. The mistake was clear. The banishment had not ended the human threat. It had made them more dangerous than ever on Earth. Nathan and Olivia watched the reports from Vega 7. The victory was complete, but both knew this was only the beginning. They will come for us now, Olivia said quietly. Nathan nodded. Let them come. We are ready. The stars above Earth continued to shine as the quiet before the storm settled over the galaxy. The attack on Vega 7 changed everything. The council members no longer felt safe. Their long-held belief that humans could be controlled was broken. Now they saw the truth they had tried to deny. Humans were no longer just a problem. They were becoming a power unlike any the galaxy had seen before. Inside the council chamber, the mood was tense. The Drakethel leader spoke first, his voice sharp and filled with anger. We waited too long. We gave them freedom, and they used it to build weapons. They have already defeated the Zorath without mercy. Soon they will grow too strong for any of us to stop. Val K, or the council leader, tried to calm the room. We must not rush into a war that could destroy us all. There may still be time to control the humans through other means, but many members disagreed. Some races who once stayed quiet now started to speak. Fear had spread among them. They worried that their own worlds might be next if humans kept expanding, while the council argued. Nathan Carter sat in a meeting room back on Earth. Around him were top military leaders, scientists, and Olivia Brooks. Reports from Vega 7 were displayed on large screens. Jason Miller's fleet handled the situation perfectly, Olivia said. The Vanguard ships performed beyond expectations. The rescue was completed without any losses. Nathan nodded slowly. The council will see this as a challenge. They will not sit quietly after this defeat. General Marcus, a tall man with a deep voice, spoke next. We have prepared for this. Our fleets are stronger than ever. Our colonies are secure. If they come, we will defend every inch of our space. Nathan looked at the growing star map. Human colonies were spreading fast. Each new world was being fortified. Defense systems were being placed everywhere. The work was hard, but the people were determined. We must not become too proud, Nathan said. The council may be frightened, but they are not weak. They have resources. They have numbers. If they decide to strike, they will bring everything they have. In deep space, Captain Jason Miller continued to lead training missions. His crew practiced battle maneuvers every day. The Vanguard ships moved with precision. The new AI-controlled drones responded instantly to every command. Amanda Lewis stood beside Jason on the command deck. Do you think they will attack soon? She asked. Jason watched the stars outside the large window. It is only a matter of time. He said, they cannot allow us to grow unchecked. Jason was right. The council was already planning. In secret meetings, council members discussed options. The Drakethul pushed hard for war. We must strike before their fleets are too large, the Drakethul leader said. If we wait longer, we will face defeat. Others still hoped for a peaceful solution, but fewer and fewer believed it was possible. The humans had grown too fast. Their technology was advancing at a speed the council could not match. Meanwhile, on Earth, scientists worked on the next generation of weapons. Plasma cannons grew stronger. Shields became harder to break. Engines became faster. The humans were not waiting for peace. They were preparing for war. Olivia stood inside a lab, watching as engineers tested a new energy shield. The blast hit the shield, but it held firm. How much stronger is this compared to our current shields? She asked. 70% stronger, the lead engineer replied. And we are still improving the design. Excellent, Olivia said. We will need every advantage. Nathan entered the lab and walked over to her. The council is moving ships toward the border, he said. Our scouts report heavy fleet movement. Olivia looked serious. Then it begins, Nathan nodded. Yes, but this time we fight on our terms. At the council's main station, Velcor tried one last time to avoid full war. He sent a message to Earth asking for a meeting. Nathan agreed but remained cautious. He knew this might be a trick. Nathan and Olivia traveled to the council station on the diplomatic ship Use Harmony. The journey was tense but peaceful. When they arrived, they entered the grand chamber once again, but this time they stood with strength. Velcor greeted them, his tone more respectful than before. Nathan Carter, Olivia Brooks, thank you for coming. We wish to avoid further bloodshed. Nathan kept his face calm. You forced us out? You feared us? You attacked our people? And now you ask for peace? We did what we thought was best for the galaxy, Velcor said. But perhaps we acted too quickly. We seek a path where both sides can exist. Nathan looked around the room. Many alien leaders refused to meet his eyes. Only a few showed any honesty. The Drakethul leader stared at him with open hatred. There is no trust here, Nathan said. You want peace because you now see our strength. You do not offer peace for the good of the galaxy. You offer it to save yourselves. Velcor tried to speak, but Nathan continued. We will not kneel. We will not follow your rules again. We will defend our people. If you attack us, we will fight back with everything we have. Olivia added her words. If you want peace, you must accept that we will no longer be under your control. We will stand as equals or not at all. The council chamber was silent. The Drakeful leader finally spoke. Then there will be war. Nathan's eyes did not flinch. If that is your choice, then so be it. The meeting ended. Nathan and Olivia returned to their ship and began the journey back to Earth. The stars passed by. Olivia spoke quietly. We gave them one chance. Now they have chosen. Nathan looked out into space. They still do not understand. They believe this. War will break us, but they will soon see the truth. At the edge of human space, fleets began to form. Jason Miller received the call. The council has declared war, Nathan's voice said over the communication link. Prepare the fleets. Defend our worlds. Understood, Jason replied. The Vanguard ships moved into battle positions. Crews worked without rest, loading weapons and checking systems. The soldiers were ready. The people were ready. Every man and woman knew what was at stake. The council's fleets began to gather too. Thousands of ships from many alien races joined together. It was the largest fleet the galaxy had ever seen. They believed that numbers would give them victory, but what they did not see was the fire inside every human soldier. The council had made one final mistake. They had pushed humanity into a corner. Now they would face what humans could truly become when forced to survive. As both fleets prepared for war, the galaxy held its breath. A storm was coming, and nothing would ever be the same again. The tension in the galaxy was rising fast. Both sides knew war was coming. On Earth, Nathan Carter and Olivia Brooks worked without stopping. The people of Earth were united. They had no choice. The council had forced this fight. Nathan stood in the war room, looking at a giant map of the galaxy. Red dots showed the council fleets gathering near human space. Blue dots marked Earth's growing forces. General Marcus pointed to the map. The council fleet is larger, he said, but our ships are faster and better armed. The Vanguard class will give us an edge. Nathan nodded. We cannot lose. The future of humanity depends on this. Olivia stepped forward. Our spies report that the council is divided. Some want peace still, but the Drakethul control most of the fleet. They want a full attack. Nathan's eyes were hard. Then we must be ready for anything. Far from Earth, Jason Miller and his fleet moved toward the border. His ships were sleek, fast, and deadly. Every crew member knew their duty. The drill was perfect. The men and women aboard were ready to fight and win. Jason looked out from the command bridge. The stars moved quietly, but soon they would be filled with fire and explosions. His second officer, Amanda Lewis, stood beside him. Do you think they will attack first? She asked. Jason shook his head. The council fears us. But they also think they can win a quick strike. We will show them how wrong they are. In the council's war room, the Drakethul leader paced angrily. He shouted orders, pushing for an immediate strike on Earth's Mars shipyards. If we destroy their shipyards first, he said, we can stop the Vanguard fleet before it grows stronger. Velker tried to stop him. We should be careful. An all-out attack could lead to total war. The humans are dangerous, but the Drakethul did not listen. His hatred blinded him. The attack was planned. The council fleet jumped into the Sol system with a large force. They expected an easy victory. Earth was their target, but Earth had prepared well. Nathan and Olivia watched the council ships appear on their screens. The ships were massive and powerful. The council hoped to break Earth's defenses quickly. Jason's fleet moved into position. The Vanguard-class ships activated their weapons and shields. Their plasma cannons glowed with energy. AI drones launched from the ships, ready to attack. The first shots fired. Plasma beams tore through space. Council ships tried to shield themselves, but the Vanguard weapons were faster and stronger. Jason gave the order, attack formation Alpha. Focus on the lead council ships. The battle was fierce. Explosions lit the darkness of space. Council ships were destroyed one after another. The AI drones swarmed the enemy, disabling their weapons and engines. Earth's orbital defenses joined the fight. Laser cannons and missile turrets fired at the invading fleet. The council was not ready for such resistance. Inside his command ship, the Drakethul leader growled in anger. This cannot be happening, he said. Pull back, pull back. But it was too late. The Council fleet was broken. Many ships exploded or fled. The Vanguard fleet pressed the attack. The battle ended with a clear victory for Earth. The Council suffered a terrible loss. Their pride was shattered. Back on Earth, Nathan watched the battle reports with a quiet smile. They thought we were weak. They thought they could destroy us easily. Now they know the truth. Olivia stood beside him. This is only the start. The Council will not give up. Nathan nodded. Then we must be ready for what comes next. Across the galaxy, news of Earth's victory spread quickly. Many smaller council races began to question their leaders. Some whispered that the Drakethul had led them into disaster. The Ilari sent a message to Earth offering secret support. They wanted peace, but they knew the Council's war would not end soon. Nathan read the message. He was cautious but grateful. We will accept your help, he wrote back. Together we can build a future where humans are free. Meanwhile, the Drakethul were weakened. Their ships were fewer, and their power was broken. They retreated into their home system, planning their next move, but the Council's failure was clear. Earth was no longer a target to be crushed. It was a force to be reckoned with. On Earth, celebrations were quiet but proud. The people knew the fight was far from over. Nathan addressed the nation. We have won a great battle, he said, but the war continues. We will defend our homes, we will protect our families, and we will never bow to those who try to control us. The crowd cheered. The future was uncertain, but hope was strong. In secret, Olivia worked with the Eliari and other races to build alliances. She knew that victory required more than weapons. It needed friends. Nathan and Jason prepared for the next battle. The Council would return, but humanity was ready. The war was no longer just about survival. It was about freedom and respect. The stars above Earth shone brightly. Humanity stood tall, ready to face whatever the galaxy would bring. The Council was shaken. Their fleet was broken in the last battle. The loss was great, and the pride of many races was hurt deeply. The Drakethul leader retreated to his homeworld, angry and full of rage. But he was not ready to give up. In the Council chamber, Velker spoke to the remaining members. We must rethink our strategy, he said. Direct attacks have failed. The humans are stronger than we believed. We need to find new ways to stop them. Some members nodded. The war could not be lost yet. But the cost was high. Meanwhile, on Earth, Nathan Carter stood before a large group of leaders and commanders. The room was quiet, but the tension was high. The Council thought they could destroy us, Nathan said. But they were wrong. Our people fought with courage and skill. Our ships were powerful and fast. We showed them that humans will not be easy to defeat. General Marcus spoke next. We must keep building our forces, he said. The Vanguard ships performed well, but we need more. Our colonies must be protected. We must be ready for the next attack. Nathan agreed. The war was far from over. But now the balance had changed. In the depths of space, Captain Jason Miller prepared his fleet for a new mission. The Council had started building secret weapons. Rumors spoke of a large weapon hidden on a distant moon, capable of destroying entire ships with a single blast. Jason's fleet was ordered to find and destroy this weapon before it could be used. The journey was long and dangerous. His ships passed through asteroid fields and dark nebulae. Scouts searched for signs of the secret weapon. The crew worked day and night, knowing the fate of Earth could depend on them. One evening, Jason stood on the command deck, watching the stars. Amanda Lewis approached him. "Captain, we have found something," she said. Sensors detected strong energy. Readings from a moon near the planet Grelax. Jason studied the readings. "This could be the weapon," he said. "Prepare the fleet for battle. We will strike before they can use it." The fleet moved closer to the moon. Hidden in its shadows was a massive installation. Towers rose into the sky, and weapons were placed all around. Jason ordered a full attack. Plasma beams cut through enemy defenses. The Vanguard ships moved quickly, avoiding enemy fire. AI drones flew into the weapons control centers, destroying computers and power supplies. The battle was fierce. The Council's guards fought hard, but the human fleet was determined. After hours of fighting, the weapon was destroyed. Jason sent a message to Earth. Mission complete. Secret weapon destroyed. Back on Earth, Nathan and Olivia received the news. With relief. This victory is important, Olivia said. It shows we can strike at the Council's secrets. Nathan smiled, but we cannot stop now. They will try again. In the Council chamber, the Drakethul was furious. Our plans are failing, he said. We must find new allies or powerful weapons. If we lose this war, our people will be ruined. Others in the Council began to question the war. Some feared it would destroy the galaxy. Others wished to negotiate peace. Olivia used this chance to reach out to those who wanted peace. She worked to build secret alliances with smaller races. Together, they planned to stand with Earth against the more aggressive Council members. On Earth, Nathan met with the leaders of the new allies. They agreed to fight for freedom and respect in the galaxy. The next months were filled with preparation. Earth built new ships, trained more soldiers, and improved defenses. The colonies grew stronger. Jason returned to Earth and was welcomed. As a hero, he knew more battles would come. The war was far from over. One night, Nathan looked at the stars. They thought banishing us would end the human race. But it only made us stronger. Now, the Council will learn that humans do not bow. They fight. They survive. And they win. The galaxy was changing. The Council's power was fading. Humanity was rising. The war was not just for survival. It was a fight for respect, for freedom, and for a place among the stars. The Council's fleets were weaker now, but their will was not broken. They tried to find new ways to fight humanity. But Earth and its allies were ready. The war had changed the galaxy forever. Nathan Carter stood before the United Earth Council. His voice was steady and strong. We have faced great challenges and won, he said. The Council tried to banish us, to destroy us, but we survived and grew stronger. Now, we lead a new path for the galaxy. Olivia Brooks stood beside him. Our alliances with peaceful races are growing. Together we will build a future where no one fears humans, where all can live with respect and freedom. The leaders nodded. They knew the fight was not over, but hope was real. Captain Jason Miller prepared his fleet for the next mission. The Council's power was broken, but some factions still fought hard. Jason's ships patrolled the borders, protecting the colonies. One day, a message came from the Drakethul leader. He wanted to meet. A truce was possible, he said. Nathan and Olivia were careful, but agreed. The galaxy could not afford endless war. They met on a neutral station far from Earth and the Council. The station was quiet but full of tension. The Drakethul leader spoke first. We have lost many ships and men. Our people suffer. It is time for peace. Nathan looked him in the eye. If peace means respect for humanity and our allies, then we will. Listen, Olivia added, but if you try to control us again, the war will start anew. The Drakethul leader nodded slowly. Agreed. Let this be the last war between us. Back on Earth, the news of the truce spread quickly. People were hopeful but cautious. The wounds of war were still fresh. Nathan addressed the people. Peace is possible, but it will take time. We must stay strong and united. Olivia worked with the new allies to build a council where all species had a voice. Humans would no longer be outcasts but leaders. Jason returned to his fleet. The ships were repaired and new crews trained. The war had tested humanity's strength and will. They were ready for whatever the future held. In the stars above Earth, humanity's light shone bright. The Council's banishment had only delayed their rise. Now, the galaxy saw that it was already too late. Humanity was no longer a threat to be feared. It was a power to be respected. The future was theirs.